A good look there at the southern skies in Turner Field in Atlanta. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Julio Teheran is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Colton Wong heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, second baseman, number 16.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Johnson over to his left, and the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Two and one.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Tehran's ready. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Batting third baseman number 13,
Matt Carpenter takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
The 1-0 pitch. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And this will get right by Pierzynski to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That's going to be a wild pitch, but it definitely had a message on it. I think it was received loud and clear if you ask me.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Smoke toward the hole. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch one of the most underrated players in the game today, Ender Inciarte. Most people don't appreciate how good of an outfielder he is. He's got great speed, and that speed allows him to cover a ton of ground. Takes away a lot of potential base hits. We'll see if he does that here in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one gets away. That could be a run. It is.
Yeah, that's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one's going to cost him. It almost looked like he got a cleat stuck on that delivery because this is nowhere close. That runner's going to come in and score from third.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Matt Adams set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Boy, he hasn't been able to find the target with any regularity, so you can't afford to bail him out by chasing bad pitches.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard on the ground at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Well, and this is why they call it the hot corner. This ball is going to get on him in a hurry down there. And you see him go down to his left knee to just try to knock the ball down, but it was on him so quickly, he had no chance to do anything.
Matt Holliday standing in now as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a good sinker. Not necessarily his go-to pitch, but a pitch that can be effective and he will use, especially when he needs a ground ball.
A.J. Pierzynski comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Braves, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Shoots this one to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Freddie Freeman will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Derek Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Been a fairly decent start to the year, 3-2 in their first 5.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. Back to first, and Freeman's gone as well. It's a double play. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's trouble every time he steps into the box because he's such a well-rounded hitter. He has the power to go deep. He's got the speed to turn an out into a base hit. And he's got the nerve to stay calm and come through in the clutch.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Number 1 stands in for the first time. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. Gloved by Adams. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail this one 1-0. Jed Jerko will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Tehran has his target. First pitch on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Grounded to first. Freeman's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. First offering on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Markakis has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Striding into the box, Adam Wainwright, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Smith will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Fielder, number 17.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Soft liner to the left side.
Well, the secret to his success really isn't that hard to figure. We'll keep the ISO camera on him as he's getting down the line, and you can see he just uses that speed to leg this one out.
Here's Ender Inciarte, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty is there, and he'll bring this one in. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Kelly Johnson is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and one away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
One strike.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And a welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia for Baseball on the Show. Third inning is set to get underway. Colton Wong is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Johnson is right there, and the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Inciarte arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Now to the plate, Matt Carpenter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Inciarte is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Rendell Grichuk is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Teheran sets. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. Inciarte has a beat on it, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Braves nothing. Julio Teheran digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Julio Teheran.
And that misses for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
2-2.
2-2.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
One gone in the inning now, and that'll bring up the backstop, A.J. Pierzynski. And there's the good fastball that time from Wainwright as he gets ahead 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And Pierzynski can't come up with that one. It's 0-2 now. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Holiday going back at the track, the wall. See you later, over the wall, a home run. A solo home run for A.J. Pierzynski. And the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly worked out for him right here.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Into the box, Danny Swanson. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
No strike.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Number 1 steps in now. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone and stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Standing in now, Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and that's off the left field wall. The runner from second crosses the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
Well, these guys have 1 home run already, and this was nearly a second one here. You can see it bang off the wall out there on the fly, and he's going to wind up with a double, but he didn't miss a big fly by much.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. And he is in there.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count, it really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking, and he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Kelly Johnson. Still weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 4 and the Cardinals 1. Leading off the inning, Matt Adams, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Tehran into his motion. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
And he lays off for ball 1. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Smith is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Matt Holliday stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he lays off there 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Jed Jerko stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup and the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game perhaps. It's 2-1. The pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Smith is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, no shortage of offense early on. That's already 10 hits combined between these two teams, and he pulls into second with a hard hit double right here.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Ready with the 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
1-1, here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman is there for it, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Nick Markakis come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Grichuk. 1 down.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Julio Teheran stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Comes back with a dandy of a curveball there, and it's a full count, 3-2.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Down the first baseline. Adams has got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Freddie Freeman will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Wong ranging deep into the hole. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, this is going to prove to be a costly error because this becomes a dead ball situation. And that means that those runners automatically move up to second and third.
Into the box now, Danny Swanson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Second and third, 2 away. Outside, 2-1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
The 2-1 on its way. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike two.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 2 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 4-1. Adam Wainwright heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Wainwright is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Colton Wong will stand in, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And this will get right by Pierzynski to the backstop. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Here it comes on 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Runner goes for third. And another foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point.
Nope.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Smith is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 4-2 game.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder,
Rendell Grichuk will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
2 out here and a runner at second. Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Cardinals 2. Number 1 stands in.
leading off for the Braves.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Wainwright looks in. Here's the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. A little low. It's 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Holiday is under it. 1 away.
Well,
Now batting,
I'll tell you what,
number
this
17.
won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Stepping in, Smith. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And he gets ahead 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Digging in and looking for more, Ender Inciarte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Kelly Johnson will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 5-2.
He's got to be mad at himself out there on the mound. He had him down 0-2, and then he makes a mistake by grooving one, and this gets turned around into a run-scoring double.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that is going to do it this afternoon for Adam Wainwright. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Matthew Bowman is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Bowman.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He picks up his first 2-base hit of the new season. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
That's a ball.
2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here, and looks like he's going to use it.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Matt Adams makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Outside and low, 3-0.
I don't like the way they're working here. They're giving him way too much credit.
Yeah, if it's an inch or two outside, I think he'll chase it, but not when it's way off the plate.
That one's in there, 3-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Good battle. Count remains full. Teheran gets the sign. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Johnson gloves it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Matt Holliday will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
And that misses for ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Jed Jerko will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
That misses. 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smith shading to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 2. Julio Teheran is going to hit here with his guys up by 3 in inning number 6.
Well, Matt, he's got some cushion to work with here, and he's throwing the ball well, so he's earned himself not only that chance to hit one more time, but more importantly, a chance to go deeper into this ball game out there on the mound.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
A.J. Pierzynski will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His third hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Freddie Freeman will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Around third and being waved on home.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Now batting, the shortstop.
At the plate, Danny Swanson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit.
Around third and being waved on home.
And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 7-2 ball game. Oh, well, come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are two on here with nobody out.
The Cardinals, number 26.
Number 1 will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with two on and nobody out here. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back standing.
Just checking.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at two close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Yeah, he came right back in there with the fastball. Even a little tighter that time. That's what you have to do against a guy like this.
Hit hard to short. And that's through for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's an 8-2 game.
I'm not sure if I'd let him go here on 3-0, but he gets a green light and makes it pay off, driving in that runner from third.
Smith will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
3 runs already home here. And And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Forkball. That's in the dirt for a ball.
And I don't know if you can see this at home, but he was set up on the far outside of the plate, and that pitch ran all the way back to the inside. Now, that's a total miss of location.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. First and second here with nobody out. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. And how about that? Smith has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Ball one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. And now a pitch swung on and lifted toward Holiday and straight away left. In there, a base hit.
You know, sometimes you just give up. You get to the point after so many pitches that you don't want to walk them, so you end up throwing him a fastball right down the middle. But any guy with a bat in his hands could be dangerous in that spot, so he wins the battle.
Kelly Johnson stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is taken outside for ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here comes the 1-0. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Holiday will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number one.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. high in the air out to center field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Jonathan Broxton will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Julio Teheran gets an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and, well, he's really earned it.
Well, he definitely has, Matt. I mean, he's been on point today and really held him at bay.
He's set, now the pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
2 out with the man at first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 11 and the Cardinals 2. Back here at Turner Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Number 41 is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Colton Wong is on deck. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Markakis, still going back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Second baseman.
And that's a nice comeback from down 3-0 to get the fly ball out. This is a guy he did not want to walk, so he made sure the next few pitches were at least in the strike zone.
Into the box now, Colton Wong. He singled his last time up. Now the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Very high, 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. To 2-2 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Shot towards second. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
The 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Smith moves over. 2 gone.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Smith giving chase, and that ends the inning. Cards leave one. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Jordan Walden will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A.J. Pierzynski is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Chop foul right at home plate. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here comes the payoff pitch. This is line to left, and that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit.
Man, he is wearing them out. Got himself a 4-for-4 afternoon.
Ready now, Freddie Freeman. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
The 1-0 delivery. In there, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Nobody out, runner on first. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Now a move over to first. Just keeping him close.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty will get there as he takes care of this one for a long out, number one.
And there's an awful lot of room out there in right center. So even though this ball's hit pretty well, had a little too much loft to it, so winds up a fairly routine fly ball.
Danny Swanson will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
Runners on first with one down. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Jerko has it. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Number 1 will stand in. Couple of singles in 4 trips this afternoon.
Yeah, Matt, I like the way he's not trying to do too much up there. Just taking nice controlled swings, and it's paid off a couple of times so far today.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Smith will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Slider. Oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the runner from second is in to score. And a relay home, and it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so 1 runs across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
On the money.
Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 12 and the Cardinals 2. Rendell Grichuk will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Look out, 2-0 now.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. You know, he's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
May have swung at ball 4 that time, and a little late to boot. Full count now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away.
Now batting, the first.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Matt Adams gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that misses ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Matt Holliday will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Moving under it, Smith. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Kevin Segrist will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Segrist.
Ender Inciarte digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Left fielder, Ender Inciarte.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Not a bad idea when you're facing a guy with a funky delivery like his. You go up there taking a pitch, get yourself a better idea of the release point that he's showing you and how to time that delivery a little bit better.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Now batting, Kelly Johnson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And this can be an unfortunate byproduct of having a guy out there that throws real hard. Sometimes even he doesn't know where it's going, and now he's worked himself into a pretty good little jam out there.
Trevor Rosenthal will come on out of the bullpen, as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Trevor Rosenthal.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher. catcher, number
How about that
49,
sequence right there?
Julio
Fastball,
Teheran.
fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
Julio Teheran will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Rosenthal comes set. 1-2 on its way. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
In the dirt here. Goes to third with it, and he will make it up to third here.
Good instincts to take off on what should be scored a passed ball.
Now batting, catcher, A.J. Persinski.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, A.J. Pierzynski. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. And that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Runners at second and third with two gone. Fastball called for strike two.
Things were looking pretty good for him when they got the first 2 men of the inning to reach, but it's all gone downhill since then.
He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta, so they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. Arodys Vizcaíno will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Vizcaíno.
Jed Jerko will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
Oh, he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Yadier Molina stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. In there at the knees, strike one.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Swanson is up with it on to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits, but that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Stepping in now, Trevor Rosenthal, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss on a good pitch. And now the Redbirds are down to their final strike.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And just go back to that huge 6th inning. That was pretty much the difference as they really piled it on there, and then they just cruised home after that.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 12-2. So long from Atlanta.
The winning pitcher is Julio Teheran. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station by following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5 Points MARTA station continues for 1 hour after the conclusion of the ball game.